What is going on, you guys? It's Archon Gaming back with another video, and I know I haven't posted here in a while. Before we get into the news, I just want to state that this is my second channel, and this channel will mostly be focused on different games, not just Call of Duty. It will be focused on gameplays, news, updates, anything like that. For different games, you know, Pubg, Rainbow Six Siege, Destiny, any games that I want to review, play, you know, talk about, post updates, you know, stuff like that. Because my main channel, COD Gamer, that's mostly focused on Call of Duty and news around that, stuff like that. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, definitely go subscribe over there. Go check out my page. I'll post the link down in the description. Anyways, getting right into the news. Today on January 8th, 2018, an update went live for Pubg, and it was a quality of life improvement according to the developers. So there's been a few changes to the game and gameplay. Starting off first, there was an increase in the amount of damage players can do to vehicles. This is good because in solo, if you've ever played, you always see people driving vehicles around, you know, and they're usually the last ones alive because players can't kill them by themselves. It's hard to continue by yourself. Before this update, it was hard to take down a vehicle by yourself, especially when the player or the enemy driving towards you could just hit into you and kill you instantly. So hopefully with this update, or with this update, it'll make it a lot easier and kind of balance out the vehicles in this game. The developers even said they will continue to monitor the vehicle damage and stuff like that, and hopefully improve it in the future if it's needed. Moving on from that, there's been a few new additions to the options in game. First is aim acceleration. You can now change that in settings to your preference, and you can now turn music on or off in settings as well. Moving on from that, server and player frame rates have been slightly increased. The keyword is slightly there because if you look at the game, it's hard to notice. In a few areas, I do notice that the frame rates have been better and haven't been dropping nearly as much as before, but overall, the frame rate is still pretty inconsistent and doesn't look that great. But as you guys know, this is a game preview, so it is not finished, like, you know, it states. So what are you going to do about it? Moving on from that, a number of crashes have been addressed. So hopefully if you've been crashing, you will crash significantly less or even not at all. I know the dev team is going to continue working on that and making sure it doesn't happen at all anymore. Moving on from that, a first and third person point of view queue has been added into the solo mode in game. And finally, the analog stick acceleration was added when jumping from the plane in the beginning of the match and while you're parachuting down. Anyways, guys, that's all for the update today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Archon Gaming, and I will see you on my next video. Peace.